Get it from browsing, I can't get it from scrolling, I used to get it from...
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
A look at the Magic starting group. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Desmond Bane out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Wagner in at the 3. Bane, no good. Here's Dallas to the left side wing. This one for 3. Christie can't make it. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. They didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year, and on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and stormed.
There have been quite a few of them.
Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And Suggs throws it down.
Just putting on a show right there. Suggs showing off his creativity.
Down low, here's Jackson Davis. Banchero grabs the board.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Suggs passes to Wagner. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And it's Banchero top the key. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Outside Irving. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. No good that time. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. Desmond Bane was the topic, and Coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. They will have their hands full tonight, guys.
All right, thank you, David.
You can't let Irving get comfortable in that pick and roll. Superb at knowing when to shoot in those situations.
Pass to Bane. Bane drawing the double team. Wagner from long range. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. The Mavericks trail. Here's Kamara. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Blacks checked in for Orlando. Both free throws good from Randall. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a long-time assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as anyone.
Yep, I would agree. Now, here's Banchero. 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Here's Irving. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. Chalk up 2 there.
His goal is to make an impact all over the floor. Irving can be a headache from mid-range.
Outside, Bane. Shot clock at 6. Banchero, a screen on Christie. And Bane launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Randall. Inside. Here's Kamara. And no good. Nice defense from Wagner. Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Banchero. Payne for three. Here's Carter. Mavericks with the rebound. Up top, Randall. He's covered by Banchero. Well, Orlando shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
Substitution on the court.
Banchero up top. He's got 6. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
Well, that's Bane's go-to zone. You can't let him have a look from there.
Moody finds Randall. 50 seconds left to play here in the first. No good from the wing. Orlando trailing here. Here's Banchero. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Irving comes in for Hayes. Outside Irving. Shoots from the line. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Irving's got 6. The Magic trail by 3. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the paint, Isaac with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. No good from Irving. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. On its way from Irving for 2. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Launches from deep. No good on the last second attempt there. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Mavericks lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Herbert Jones is out there with Moody. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Irving in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Perfect. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Inspiring display of imagination. Irving simply creates ways to finish.
Dallas making a switch here. Stevens is checked in. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Suggs, and Suggs throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
To the middle. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And this is what it's all come to. The end of the season power rankings. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at Dallas,
he lobs it up, deflects the pass. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's the break. And it's Mitchell hit the jam.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
The Magic have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Out left to the wing, beyond the arc. A nice shot by Black. Black's got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you could just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Hits it from 3-point range.
answering back. Irving determined to knock down that triple.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for the Mavericks. Christie comes in for Moses Moody. And a switcher also for Orlando. Baines checked in for Black. And that one drops for him. Suggs has got 8.
Well, that's just the physicality from Suggs. Fighting off defenders in close.
And it's denied. And he gets it back. On its way from Irving for 2. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Mavs. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game was played more competitively. Talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. And the Magic making a change here. Banchero's checked in. Randall with a screen for Irving. To the inside. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Magic have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Good ball movement here by the Magic. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. That three-pointer off the mark. There's the 3. Randall no good. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
That's too easy for Banchero. The closer to the basket he gets, he becomes almost impossible to stop.
Kamare misses. The Magic have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Davion Mitchell's checked in for the Mavericks. And a switcher also for Orlando. Anthony Black's checked in for Wagner. Pass to Black. Now, here's Suggs. He's got 10. The Magic again can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Capella with a screen on Mitchell. Suggs kicks to Black. 6 to shoot. Here's Capella. That one doesn't drop.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Christie. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skills?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The Magic shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Here's Banchero. Another miss by Orlando.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Christie can't make it.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Bane, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Bane's got 5 now.
These are shots Bane will take from time to time when that's where the openings are.
Christie can't make it.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Here's Christie. Connects again from distance.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Orlando out in front, leading by a point. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
A look here now at the Magic. They've had a drop-off that I don't think anybody predicted. Came into the season with high hopes. The chemistry just happened.
And turning back now to talk about the Orlando Magic. What a close game this has been.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close. And if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Jalen Suggs is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Carter in at the 5. Outside, Bane. To the middle. Here's Banchero.
What effort from Randall putting in work on the defensive end.
And it's Banchero missing. The shot's good from Christie.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Wagner. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
Yeah, and it's just so hard to stop Wagner when he pulls up for a jumper like that.
To the wing on the left. There's the pick. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Suggs passes to Banchero. To the paint. Bane kicks to Carter. A second chance effort. Can't cash in from close range.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
The Magic trail by 3. Banchero outside. Nails the wide open jump shot. 12 points for Paolo Banchero.
Well, when he gets it going and the shot is falling, Paolo Banchero can dominate on the offensive end.
And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. Fifth, the Mavericks.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Outside for Randall. Wide open look. Good. Randall's got 6 points.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to talk to his guys. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring. The coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Here are the Magic now. It's a 3-point game. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. It's rebounded by Dallas. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Christie can't make it.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Yeah, Wagner uses his size to muscle through that smothering interior defense.
Randall, that one no good. Good work defensively by Carter. Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr. Tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right. Top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the 3. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Christie kicks to Irving. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Payne for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Payne's got 10 points.
Well, Bane had 1 goal that trip. Come right back at them with the 3 of his own.
Inside. Here's Randall, and that one is good. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Orlando, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And Wagner has it in the corner. No good. That would have tied it. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Christie. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Christie's got 7 points for the quarter.
Every year, it seems like Randall's playing with more awareness. And that's why you can now run the offense to him.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Jones from outside. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
Jones, no luck. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Bane. Out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession.
And taking a look at some numbers here for Kyrie Irving. He's been dominant over the last month. First in steals, and he's a devastating finisher on the inside. The best field goal percentage in the league.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Banchero outside. Back to Black. In the corner, it's Bane. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And it's Wagner missing. Dallas leading by 6. Black grabs the board. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Christie, and Hayes subbed in for Kyrie Irving. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Wagner with it, working on Hayes. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Dallas has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Suggs, he's checked in for the Magic.
Well, he's such a good distributor. Franz Wagner, very selfless.
Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Hayes. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game. And here's Wagner. With 2 seconds left, and he jams it with authority.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Mavericks lead by 5. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Now an update on Trace Jackson-Davis from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Dallas, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. And you couldn't have a worse time for this injury, Kevin, especially as the last games of the season are approaching.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
We've got Irving. Jones is out there with Moody. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Stevens in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The shot's good from Irving.
The defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
Here's Suggs. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here's Mitchell from the arc. He doesn't hit that one. The Magic trail by 5. Irving with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And it's Jones. That's on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Christie's checked in. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. The coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing, keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Now let's get this game even, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. They double him with Mitchell. Capella, the pass to Bain. Back to Capella. Now Bain. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts. Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Christie's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second.
And that one's good. Suggs.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the middle. Here's Jones. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Screen by Jones. Here's Christie. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Suggs. From down in the low post, it goes. Suggs has got 6 points in the quarter.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunities.
Orlando making some changes. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Franz Wagner in for Black.
Well, he's already hit 4 threes since halftime, and he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Payne for 3. And Jones pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 9. Here's Christie. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Payne. And he uses the glass on the layup. 14 points for Desmond Bane.
Well, if you overplay Bane on the perimeter, he can take you inside.
Dallas has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Here's Christie. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Well, you have to love the hustle to follow it up there. Timed that tip perfectly.
And a wide open look for Bane. Again, the miss by Bane. And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Mavericks. Christie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Christie's got 16 points here in the second half. Yeah, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Christie. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Magic trail by 9. Bane with it. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Good! Another from 3.
He's been hitting threes at a very high level. And you haven't seen many better from beyond.
That last triple ties him for the 4th most made in a single season. Christie against Bane. Pass to Suggs. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Here's Christie. Oh, good with the triple.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Banchero, that's good.
And the young star, Banchero, comes up huge down the stretch.
Suggs with the steal. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. 17 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
Licking their wounds
It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Here's Christie. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Dallas winning this one. A confident win and one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
We can't wait to see you again. Peace.